Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming to you with my July fragrance tray, and what you see on the screen currently are the 10 fragrances that I was focusing on for the month of June. I'm going to talk a little bit about each one, and then I will bring out the 10 new fragrances that I'll be adding to my tray for the month of July. So the first fragrance I have to talk about is one that I added to my tray in June to remind me of the trip I took in May to St. Lucia. This is Hibiscus Palm from Aerin. This is a really beautiful tropical coconutty floral fragrance that just will now forever remind me of that trip and just take me away to a relaxing tropical vacation. Absolutely love it for summertime. It's a beautiful fragrance, probably my favorite from Aerin. Next up is the fragrance that I wore the most in the month of June. This is Narciso Ombre, which is a beautiful Narciso cube musk combined with a little bit of powderiness, a little bit of tropical florals. It is just sort of like the summertime Narciso musk fragrance that I absolutely love. It's soft, it's powdery, it's comforting, it's cozy. It's perfect for the rainy weather we've been having from coming in out of the rain and humidity into the cool AC. Love to wrap myself up in a blanket and just spray this on, and it just brings me so much happiness and comfort. The next fragrance on my tray is one that I consider to be like a breath of fresh air. This is Mimosa and Cardamom from Jo Malone. This is a fragrance that I can wear year-round. It's cozy, comforting, and yet at the same time it is kind of fresh and clean, and it just is very uplifting, and I just absolutely love it. It's like a breath of fresh air in a bottle, and I definitely have a few other fragrances that I consider to be kind of breath of fresh air in a bottle that I'll be adding to my tray since it's gotten so hot and humid here so quickly. So yeah, I will definitely be talking more about that particular sort of scent profile, but this is one of my favorites in my collection and one of my favorites from Jo Malone. Next up from Parfums de Marly, I have Kayali. Kayali is a really beautiful fruity floral that has some powderiness, some vanilla. It's sweet, it's soft, it's absolutely inviting. It features a frangipani note that I love combining this with other kind of white floral coconutty fragrances because it kind of balances out kind of that tropical beachy scent with something a little bit more grown up and just absolutely beautiful. So one that I love to wear in the summertime. And next up is a fragrance that I love to actually pair with Kayali. This is from Guerlain. This is Terracotta. This is kind of an oldie but goodie that has re-entered my collection, and I consider this to be like sunshine in a bottle. It is coconut, it is white florals, it is just like a tropical breeze. It's absolutely divine, and it's one that I love to wear throughout the summertime. Next up, I have two fragrances from Kayali. I have Utopia Vanilla Cocoa, and I have Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar. I put these on my tray specifically to kind of pair them together, and I absolutely love the combination. I feel like the Utopia Vanilla Cocoa can somewhat be a little almost thick. There's like a lot of kind of creaminess to this that I feel like the vanilla candy kind of cuts through and helps to lighten up a little bit, sweeten it up a little bit, and it just makes, I think, both of these fragrances better wearing them together. So love both of these fragrances. Next on my tray, I have two from the Chanel Les Exclusifs line. I have Beige, which is a really beautiful kind of honeyed white floral fragrance that is absolutely stunning for the summertime. Someone asked me about this being more of a summertime scent. They don't really feel that it's a summertime scent, and I used to think the same thing. I loved this fragrance for the fall, but ever since someone, I think I may have read somewhere that there is like a tropical floral in this, and you combine that with the honey and kind of the lightness of this fragrance, and I think it is kind of perfect for summer. I feel like the heat and humidity really bring out the beauty in this fragrance, and so I have been ever since kind of wearing this quite a bit in the summertime. And then the other fragrance on my tray is the newest from the Les Exclusifs line that for me has climbed right to the top of my favorites list from the Les Exclusifs line. This is Comet, and this is a really beautiful almondy, vanilla, powdery, violet, just lovely fragrance that is Like I said, my favorite right now from the Lait Exclusive line. I think they did such a beautiful job with this one, and I am just in love with it. My last fragrance from the month of June is Poudre d'Or from Mise en Cire. This is a really beautiful, powdery, floral fragrance that is really warm. There's something almost like solar about this fragrance. It's just inviting, comforting, warm, and perfect for relaxation and just comfort in the summertime months. And now switching to the 10 fragrances that I'm going to be adding to my tray for the month of July. I sort of have two kind of categories that I had in mind for fragrances on my tray this month. One are kind of that breath of fresh air, clean and fresh fragrances that I have been reaching for during the kind of rainy parts of the days that we've been getting now that we are into our rainy season with afternoon thunderstorms here. And then the other are really more of my kind of true summertime scents for nice sunny days, hot sunny days. So the first fragrance I'm going to start with is one that falls definitely into the breath of fresh air sort of category, and this is from Clean Reserve. This is Skin, and this just smells like your skin but better, clean, fresh out of the shower, not really soapy, a little bit sweet. It features kind of a salted praline note that I think is just perfection in this fragrance. It is sweet but not too sweet, a little bit salty but not too salty, and just fresh, clean, and like I said, a breath of fresh air. So that is the first fragrance that I am excited to be wearing this month. Another fragrance that reminds me so much of Clean Reserve Skin is Kayali Musk 12. This is pretty much a very similar fragrance, minus the kind of salted praline note. I feel like this one is a little bit more sweet, but absolutely beautiful, soft, comforting. It features some vanilla, some sandalwood, but overall it's just like a sweet, clean, musky fragrance, like your skin but better. I love wearing this one going to bed in the evenings, and I love wearing it coming in from like a rainy, humid day when I just want to smell fresh but yet soft and comforted. So love this fragrance, excited to add it to my tray. Another breath of fresh air fragrance for me is Chanel No. 5 Low. This is sort of the freshest version of Chanel No. 5. It features some citrusy notes combined with a little bit of vanilla and just that sort of almost soapy clean No. 5 scent that I find to be so comforting and soft, but yet also so kind of uplifting, and I just feel like this is a perfect fragrance for the summertime, and definitely one that I'm excited to add to my tray for the month of July. My next breath of fresh air fragrance is from Narciso Rodriguez. This is Pure Musk. This one is definitely a fresh out of the shower clean fragrance that is musky, it's a little bit powdery, it's a little bit soapy and a little bit sweet, and it's absolutely just refreshing and beautiful for kind of the hot, sticky time of year that we are entering into. And my last sort of breath of fresh air fragrance is what I consider to be a summertime vanilla fragrance. This is Vanilla Planifolia from Chloe. This is a really green, almost vegetal, fresh vanilla fragrance that is not too sweet, not too thick, not too overpowering, just kind of a perfect light, true vanilla fragrance, not super sweet, like I said, and kind of perfect for the summertime, breath of fresh air, just definitely a one that I love to wear in the summer. And I will be doing a video soon, maybe the next fragrance video I do, on my favorite summertime vanilla fragrances, since I do have quite a few of them now, and will probably be adding more to my collection since I am such a vanilla lover, and living in such a warm climate, it's nice to have vanillas that I can wear year round. And switching over into some of my more, I guess, traditional summertime scents. The first one that I have here is from Estee Lauder. This is Bronze Goddess Eau Fresh. This is a really beautiful tropical florals combined with coconut, combined with vanilla fragrance that I love to wear just going to the pool, going to the beach, going out at night, having dinner outside by the water. It's just a beautiful fragrance for the summertime, and one that I'm really excited to start wearing again. Next up is Wood Sage and Sea Salt from Jo Malone. This is a fragrance that I reach for on days when it's so hot and thick and humid and I just don't even want to wear a fragrance, but I want to smell like sort of my skin but better. That's what this sort of is for me. It is a little bit salty, it's a little bit fresh and citrusy, and it's just kind of perfect for that type of weather. And this is one that I used to wear a lot more kind of in the fall because it reminds me of like a New England rocky coastline where the waves are crashing and you're just getting a little sea spray in the air, and it's not like overly tropical or anything like that. But I have been finding that lately when it is really hot and really humid, this is like no other in terms of fragrances that don't really smell like you're wearing a fragrance, but you just smell clean and fresh. And so that is why I've decided to definitely put this on my tray for the hot, sticky month of July. Next up, I have two Aerin fragrances. This is Mediterranean Honeysuckle and Mediterranean Honeysuckle Tiare. And Mediterranean Honeysuckle is just a really fresh, bright, citrusy, happy fragrance that definitely makes you think about being on the coast somewhere in the Mediterranean. It features a beautiful sort of grapefruit note in this that I find to be really refreshing and really lovely for the summertime. And then Mediterranean Honeysuckle Tiare is pretty much very similar with the addition of the Tiare flower, which is a beautiful tropical flower that I absolutely love the smell of, very sort of similar to jasmine. I believe it may even be the jasmine or the gardenia maybe family. Really beautiful fragrance, and one that I intend to kind of pair up with Mediterranean Honeysuckle this month and see how the two of them do together. And the last fragrance I'm adding to my tray for the month of July is Soleil Blanc. And I've said it before, I'll say it again, that Soleil Blanc is, for me, my sort of bougie summertime fragrance that is tropical, coconutty, floral, and just amazing for like an evening out. So those are all the fragrances that I will be focused on for the month of July. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, I will do my best to find links to everything I've talked about, and we'll see you all soon in my next one.